Welcome to the Laughing Through the Tears podcast. Welcome to the Laughing Through the Tears podcast.
Welcome back to the Laughing Through the Tears podcast with your host,
Michelle
and Janet.
Welcome back.
Welcome
to
back.
another episode. Had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb so bitches won't disrupt.
And I was like, what bitches? Lenny?
No, I would never call my man though.
Then who?
You know,
I'm already here.
that's true.
Mom?
Maybe.
She called me on the way over here.
I know. She called me first, and she's like, "Is your sister gonna go?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, I'm gonna call her anyways." I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever works, Mom." Anyways, how was your weekend?
It was good. What did we do? We went to one of Wendy's niece's first birthday parties. And usually for those celebrations, they have like a bunch of like dances, like cultural dances. And I forget how beautiful they are.
It was a birthday party?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And like her nieces were all performing and it was just like super nice. And then they slept over at our house that same night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see Tossie?
Yeah, I
Love
did.
Tossie. Shout out to Tossie. That's cool. That's it? So they do dances at every birthday party?
I don't know about every, but if it's like, I don't know, every event that I have gone to, they have done like dances.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I always forget how beautiful they are.
And that's all you did?
Oops. Friday. What did I do Friday? Yeah. It felt like a much busier weekend.
Yeah, I feel like it felt long for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Wendell, I was like, oh, I feel like my body's gonna crash. It hasn't like rested.
What did you do?
It was just a lot, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Not that it was bad. It's just I haven't been sleeping very well. Like it's just like a lot.
Sleeping is key to making the week through.
Yeah, but she booked us a room at the spa, the Cliff Spa. You know, so we're gonna go enjoy the spa and stay over there.
When?
In like 2 weeks.
Wow.
I know.
Are you gonna go to the spa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, a room?
Yeah.
So you're staying overnight?
Yeah.
And you're going to the spa?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, so
Happy
that's-
Mother's Day to you.
Well, Wendell was like, oh, that's funny.
I'm like, wow, so cool. Wait, in 2 weeks?
No, maybe not 2 weeks. Like,
I was gonna say, I think we have something.
no, we don't have anything that day, and if we do, I'm not going.
Then it's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something.
okay.
Yeah, we're going to that. I wanted to go during my birthday to that place, but we were scared that because it's up the mountain that it was going to be all snowy.
It's mountain, not mountain.
We're from Utah, we say mountains.
My gosh.
Yeah, so I have that pushing me through.
Okay, that's cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of sleep, I feel like I've slept better this whole last week than I have in the whole past year.
We traded positions.
Yeah, Lenny finally got a day shift. And man, I don't know what it was before. I would wake up like at 2:30 in the morning, and then I would stay up for like 2 hours. He would come back home like around 3:30. And I could not go back to bed, or it would take me 2 hours, which would then mess up my sleep to go to the gym. Like I was not getting proper sleep for a long time.
Yeah.
This whole week, I have not woken up once during the middle of the night. That's insane.
But have you farted in the middle of the night?
No. He has. No. So, yeah. It's been so nice to get some sleep. What did we do Friday?
You guys went out for drinks.
No.
Oh.
Friday we went to go see my baby cakes do a little run competition at his school. It was so cute. My baby cakes is my godson.
Yeah.
So adorable. Glad he invited me over for that. So we went to go do that. And what else? I think that's it.
Nice.
Felt like a lot more. You know, but I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, me either. I feel like we did more, but
Yeah. Yeah, we went to go do that. And then Saturday, I went to brunch for my best friend's birthday.
happy birthday.
She's a Taurus queen. Happy birthday to my best friend. 19 years of friendship. It's a long fucking time.
That is a very long time.
Yeah. All through the phases, you know? All sorts of phases in 19 years. It's a lot.
The original hood rats.
Literally. But yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, we were gonna go out for drinks, but we didn't end up.
Why didn't?
No.
Oh my gosh, that tantrum for nothing.
Yeah. We did other stuff.
Oh, I didn't even tell you why she booked it. She booked it.
Mother's Day.
No,
Oh.
not for Mother's Day. I would have booked it for her if that was the case. She booked it because she says it's so it lands on the 16th. She's like, you're halfway to your 30, so it's your half birthday.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But like also like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's cute and gay all at the same time, just like her.
I didn't think gay.
No.
No. Maybe I'm just used to you guys by now.
Yeah, I'm used to it too, but I like it. I'm down. I'm excited.
That is exciting. What else did we do? Oh yeah. I was craving orange chicken. Shout out to fucking Panda Express. Say what you want to say about Panda, but I love their orange chicken. Okay, their orange chicken is
about their orange chicken.
So I wanted orange chicken, and we have this like local restaurant nearby. I'm not gonna say where because I feel bad. And Lenny was like, "Oh, we should go get food from there." And I was like, "Okay, like you know, I'm always down to try a new restaurant. Like I'm not usually picky." Oh my fuck! What that orange chicken? So they gave you the fried chicken in one box, and then they gave you the orange sauce separately.
Oh.
So you know how like sweet and sour pork? Mm-hmm. That's what they do, right? It was literally that, except the orange sauce was like separate. So it's just chicken. Let's get past that, right? Let's whatever, you still get the fucking sauce. The fucking sauce tasted like a tangy food coloring sauce. It didn't taste like orange sauce at all. Yeah.
So you were disappointed.
I was pissed. Yeah. So, such a disappointment. Yeah, I wish I would have just gotten my Panda Express because I fucks with their orange chicken horde.
Damn it, Leonard.
I know, but their chow mein was okay. Sunday, shout out to my lash tech, first of all, because not last week, but the week before, I was feeling ugly, What was I saying?
You were beefing with their orange chicken. Their chow mein was alright. Something you did on Sunday.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shout out to my lash tag because so not this last week, but the week before, 3 weeks ago, I was sick. So I was feeling ugly. Like you're sick, you're balding, your lashes, you're just feeling ugly and just gross. The following weekend I was on my fucking period. So I feel fat, I feel just like I'm balding, I get my lashes done and I feel so much better. I have a shedding cycle. To all my girlies that get lashes done, they know what I'm talking about. When you go through a shedding cycle, your fake lashes just like woo, because you're growing out new baby lashes, like your natural lashes. So they fall off. It's normal. But I had been, sick, period, and I don't have an appointment for another 2 weeks. And so I hit up my lash tech, Artistry by Glow, on Instagram. I was like, girl, can you please let me in if you have any cancellations, please? Because I could not stand another 2 weeks feeling fucking ugly, okay? I had a lot going on. I was sick. I was on my period. I can't, do another week of just ugliness. And so she got me in yesterday. And I was so excited. And now I feel cute again. So I did that, and then we went to go visit Lenny's little sister at the end.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
It sounds like you were going through the worst of the worst. How'd you make it throughout the whole week with feeling ugly, balding?
Coffee, alcohol, makeup, and then my lash tech saved the day.
Your life is really hard.
I know. Lots going on. So, shout out to her because, oh gosh, you know, life hits you hard throughout the week. And then on top of that, you feel ugly? That's a lot going on. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing about my nails. I don't have my nails on right now.
Well, they don't look bad either. You have them pretty long.
I know.
You literally could just do, like, nail polish.
Yeah, but you know, they break, and I just don't have the patience for it. So, there's that.
Poor you.
I know. Poor me is right. But it's a new week. Happy... Oh, well, I guess we're filming on a Monday, but happy Monday. Happy Wednesday to all those that are going to watch this.
Happy hump day.
Yeah, make sure you hump someone you love.
Or you don't love. Just make sure it's consensual.
My gosh.
You know, this is a good way to go into the how mom failed us. That's one of the topics. I know it sounds harsh, but hear us out. So, mom always told me, she's like, sex is only good when you're in love. And I was like, okay, mom.
That's not what she told me.
She told you to go put the app?
She never really, like, said anything, like, outside of the first time. She just told...
Of what?
Like, the first time you have sex, all she told... She was never, like, the person that was like, you have to do it when you're married. She did say, like, you know, ideally she'd want me to wait until I'm married.
But she saw the hoe.
But she was like, if you're gonna do it, make sure it's someone you're in love with, at least. But, like, she only said, like, the first time. She didn't say about the other times.
She was like, this bitch is not gonna listen. No. She always instilled in me, she's like, sex is only good when you're in love. And I was like, okay, mom. And I'm over here just being, you know. And I was like, man, she's so full of shit. Like,
are you trying to say that that's why you saved yourself for Wendell, or what?
no.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm over here having morals and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know. And, like, she was like, you have to be an independent woman. You can't rely on these men or anyone to maintain you. You got to be there for yourself just in case they want to leave, right? And I'm over here busting my ass at work when I could have married someone for money.
She never said a girl.
I don't think she wanted to put that in the universe at all. Sorry, mom. Not sorry. Grant, I love you, Wendell, okay? This is just me venting before you, okay? Like, bruh, we tired.
I am tired.
Like, who says I can't be maintained? Who says that lifestyle's bad?
Yeah, who said relying on a man or a woman is bad? Mom.
I
agree. Like,
I called you about this not too long ago, and I was like, ugh. And Wendell was right there in the kitchen just hearing me bitch.
I know, and she, like, you know, intervened, and I'm like, this is an A&B conversation, Wendell, okay? Like, let us bitch for a minute, because we both had rough weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like we've both been grinding, like, you know. And, yeah, a lot. It's been really rough professionally. We still have our 9-to-5 job, okay? So, it's just been a lot, and, our telepathy, I feel like, is very strong normally.
Yeah.
And so she called me and she was like, you know, like venting and shit. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to hop on this wagon because I feel the same way. My mom instilling fucking morals, or I feel like she should have gotten us like a rich daddy, you know, or like came out later and said, oh my gosh, your long lost daddy is rich, you know, and he's going to give you like a bunch of money when you turn, you know, whatever age.
Yeah, the only thing she's telling us is he's long lost.
Yeah.
No money.
You know, it's just hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, and they're extending the fucking age of, like, retirement. Like, I don't know if I can keep going, guys. I know the older folks, older than me, is like, shut the fuck up. I know.
You're not even halfway, bitch, to retirement.
I'm almost halfway.
But you're not.
No. And even people, when they do retire, they continue to work because it's not enough. And
like
I'm just
part-time.
I don't know, bitch. I'm just tired. Like, this can't be it. And I'm over here like, should I just start school already? And I'm like, no, give it a minute, get the experience. And I'm just like, ugh.
Start school?
Yeah.
With what?
What do you mean with what?
You were done, no?
No, I hope to go back.
For something else?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, and I love you, Wendell, again. But it's like, damn, you couldn't have had a rich daddy either? Love the chief. But, like, one of us should have had a rich daddy.
I don't know. I don't think I like that.
No, you want us to have the rich daddy?
Yeah, or like, my man be a rich daddy.
Yeah, my man too.
Hey, yo, shout out to my man though. My man takes care of me very well.
So does mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know,
here we are bitching. And there's women out there that probably have less bitch in there, like these whores.
Oh my god.
And we have really good partners. Anyways, it's just, but again, it goes back to mom though.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Because, like, even if we have good partners that are like, yeah, sure, like, don't work, you know, we'd still be like, no, we gotta work.
No, well, yeah, that happened to me, and I was like, fuck you.
You were offended.
I was offended.
She even suggested maintaining you.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me complain.
Yeah, so it goes back to her for failing us in that aspect. So, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Yeah, it's been rough.
It has. I'm so tired of working. I was contemplating calling in today, and I was like, no, don't.
Yeah.
And then I went in.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, aside from, you know, mom failing us and whatnot, should we roll in our PSA intro?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Production, please.
Lights, camera, action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take several seats because this is an important, probably not so important public service announcement.
First things first. Okay, fellas, ladies, if you see your woman,
They, thems.
if you see your person with a hair on their neck, on their chin, and maybe that's not the vibe they're going for, you know, because, you know, there's some people out there that are like, sure, a little hair right there, totally fine, a little whisker, you know, if they want to embrace that, then leave them alone, right? But if they're the kind of person that you know would be so embarrassed to have a fucking hair, thick ass black hair in their neck or their chin, let them know, hey, sweetheart, you have a little pelito right here. You know, don't give me competition. You know, see whose beard is longer, because you might win. You know what I mean? Just tell her, pluck it out. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, Wendell did the same thing with me. And now she goes, God damn. And I'm just like, bruh, you have to wait. Like, sometimes I just forget. I don't know how, but sometimes I just forget. And then I just have, like, a whole beard growing. And she's just like, I like it.
Ugh.
I know. She's a weirdo.
But you don't. So
No, I
that's
don't.
the whole point. If your partner does not like it, let her know. It's kind of like the same if she has a moco. Tell her to fucking get rid of the moco. You know what I mean?
This podcast turned into us complaining about our significant others not being rich and telling us when we're growing our beards.
Hey, man. I think the fucking beard thing is very valid.
Yeah, it is.
The other thing, you know, beards,
Well, Wendell now plucks it out for me.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's love.
So we will not be filming,
Oh, you wanted me to
next Monday. Next Monday, so, don't expect a video for another 2 weeks. Cinco de Drinko is a very big national holiday in Michelle's book.
Yes.
Okay? So, I won't be filming, and also, I got work stuff to do.
If you think Cinco de Mayo is only for the Caucasians, you are wrong, my friend. Cinco de Mayo is also for this brown person here. She loves Cinco de Mayo. She loves going for drinks and celebrating with her sombrero and just going all out.
Love Cinco de Drinko so much. So, happy Cinco de Drinko to all those that celebrate. It is on a Monday, so just, you know.
Take it easy.
If you're having a wedding, you know, and you're not going to have an open bar or you're not going to have an alcohol, let your guests know that you're not going to do that. I don't think you should be told if you should or shouldn't. You know, that's totally up to you. My preference, alcohol, right? But I don't like being told what to do with my wedding, so I'm not going to tell you what to do with your wedding. But hey, everyone likes alcohol, and at the end of the day, it changes the vibe. So if you're not going to have it, just, you know, give a little courtesy message and just let people know, BYOB.
Bring your own bitch.
You know, or no BYOB.
Yeah, I do think it's weird when, like, events don't have alcohol. Like, we were at, you know, Wendy's niece's first birthday party, and they had, like, a Slurpee thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, and everyone was like, what's in it? And everyone was like, where's the alcohol at? And Wendy was like, this ain't no Mexican kid's birthday party. We don't have alcohol here.
Yeah, for sure. Mexicans are different, for sure.
Yeah.
But in general, I feel like Hispanic culture.
Yeah. We have alcohol everywhere.
The reason why that came up is because I saw a video on Instagram that Eugenio Derbez's daughter. So Eugenio Derbez is a Mexican actor, and he has a daughter. He has several kids, but he has a daughter specifically that she got married, and the video was of her brother talking shit on his sister's wedding, saying, you know what happened to me? I went to her wedding. I went to a wedding where they had no alcohol. What kind of fucking wedding has no alcohol? And you know whose it was? It was my sister's, and she was right next to him. He's like, there was no alcohol. They didn't allow me to bring booze into the venue, so I wasn't allowed that either. Then on top of that, shaman, is that what they're called? Came and had a 3-hour ceremony. We had to stand up the whole time. And the dad was there, Eugenio was there, and he was like, well, I mean, he's right, you know. Like, he was trying not to talk shit on his daughter's wedding, but, like, he was like, I mean, he's right. Like, what kind of wedding does not have alcohol or lets you bring your own alcohol?
Seriously, how do you get turned and start, like, dancing on the floor? Like, you just get down like that without alcohol?
Yeah. You know, so I think that's fine, though. Like, if you don't want that, it's not in your budget or whatnot.
I mean, sometimes it's not in their, like, beliefs to drink alcohol.
It's your wedding, you know, but I do think, like, a little, like, disclaimer, hey, there's not going to be booze here.
I think if you're known not to drink, you should already know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that too.
Yeah, but if, like, you are known to drink and your family drinks and just all of a sudden you're not going to have alcohol, it's a little weird.
It's like me not having alcohol in my wedding.
That's, like, the weirdest thing. I would think, like, you're, like, going through some shit.
I know. I might as well just, like, you know.
Not get married.
No, what's it called? I might as well just elope.
Literally.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I eloped?
Why would you elope?
I can feel the fumes already.
No.
This is the time to tell you. Just kidding.
No. Yeah, right, bitch. All that shit that you talked about, having a big ring and I don't know what.
I can still have the big ring and get eloped.
You're not gonna do it without having it first. Yeah,
I don't know. You never know.
Oh wow! How the tables have changed.
We're gonna go to Vegas in September.
I will beat the shit out of you, bitch.
Oh, why?
Because why? No, I don't care if you're gonna elope. I better be present when you're jumping the broom. Okay?
What broom?
La escoba.
Saying it in Spanish doesn't make it different.
No, yes, it does.
You know, I've thought about that. I'm like, what if we were like to elope and we didn't tell no one, and then all of a sudden we're already married?
I would murder you, and Mom would fucking murder you too.
I don't think Mom would murder me.
I think she would.
You think so?
I think it would be weird to her.
I mean, weird for sure, but I think the whole wedding would be weird to her. Not in a bad way.
No, I think she'd still feel offended.
Oh.
She's a Cancer. She would find, you know, even though she'd be like, I think she would still be offended.
Alright, Wendell, we gotta keep it a secret for a couple more years.
No, fuck your shit up and Wendell's. Anyways, I thought I'd put that out there. So, No Cinco de Drinko.
No Cinco de Drinko. Well, no recording on Cinco de Drinko because she
Right.
has other priorities.
It's a national holiday. You know, take it like Christmas. Okay? I'm not gonna work on Christmas. You know what I mean?
You're not working that day either?
No, I do.
Oh.
I actually have to go in office, which is why I'm saying
Even
I have
more
a lot
reason?
Yes, I have a lot going on that day. Like, we're not gonna make it work.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Take it to the head.
And personally, I like to go out for Cinco de Drinko.
Yeah, you do.
I have celebrated once inside, and it was a great time. But I like to go out. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to some topics that we had other than Mom failing us.
She did a great job.
She did a great job. And we want to talk about the honeymoon stage. So people telling you that you're still in the honeymoon stage, or that you're still in the honeymoon stage. You know, how does that make you feel? Do you care? Do you not care? You know, what does that mean to you, right? Mm-hmm. Because me and Lenny, we still get told that a lot. We've been together for 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we still get told that we're in the honeymoon stages. I think for multiple reasons.
That you're happy?
I can't fucking guess. Because I don't want to leave my man.
Or because you don't show if you have problems, you know?
I fucking guess. So I figured we'd talk about that, and then you can let us know how you feel when people tell you that.
Okay, well, from my perspective, I don't think I've ever been told that we're in the honeymoon stage.
You've been told once. I was there.
By who?
She thought.
I mean, yeah, I want to be with my woman.
Anyways, but yeah, so aside from that one time.
Do I get offended? No, because people don't know shit. Do I think I'm still in the honeymoon phase? No. It's not a bad thing. I think with us, we have moments where we're in the honeymoon phase.
Oh, that's good way to put it.
I feel like people say like it's like a certain time, and it's usually the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like we have moments where we're in the honeymoon phase. Obviously, you can't be in the honeymoon phase all day, every day, because shit comes up. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we have moments where, and it's just random. Like, we don't plan a thing. It's just like we're like closer. We're more, affectionate, or whatever the case may be. Whatever you consider a honeymoon phase is what it is. No, I don't think I'm in the honeymoon phase, and I don't give a shit if people think I'm still in the honeymoon phase.
So it doesn't offend you?
It offends me that I feel like people think they know what the fuck they're talking about when they don't know shit. Does it offend me that they think that? No, because I'm just like, think what you want. You think I'm in the honeymoon? Well, first of all, what is an issue with being in the honeymoon phase?
Yeah, that's true.
You should be happy, and usually when people say, oh, you're still in the honeymoon phase, it's because they're not saying it in a good way.
Yeah.
They're not saying it as a compliment.
It's like in a demeaning way.
Yes. And what did Wendell say yesterday? When she was like, do you get offended? What did she say?
I don't remember.
Oh, she said, yeah, because my man's treating me right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, that's the issue? Like, no. It shouldn't be what is it? The word? I'm literally having brain fog today. It shouldn't be an insult that you tell someone you're still in the honeymoon phase. Me and my person are happy, and you should be happy that we're happy.
Yeah.
And just because you see that we're happy doesn't mean we're in the honeymoon phase. We're just not going to show you if we're having issues, which a lot of people shouldn't do because it's awkward, weird, and at the end of the day, it doesn't involve us. So keep that shit in your corner.
Yeah, I agree. So I looked up what is the honeymoon phase, right? The honeymoon phase in a relationship is a period of intense excitement, passion, and often a heightened sense of idealism about the relationship and partner. It's characterized by a feeling of euphoria, newness, and intense focus on the positive aspects of the connection. This phase typically lasts from a few weeks to a couple of years.
So it's kind of like what I said, there's moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like there's moments where we're in the honeymoon phase. think right now we're kind of in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, further down it says transitioning from the honeymoon phase. While the honeymoon phase can be a wonderful time and a memorable time, it's a temporary phase that eventually transitions into a more grounded and realistic relationship. As the honeymoon phase ends, couples begin to see each other's true colors, face daily challenges and conflicts, adjust to a more sustainable reality, and develop deeper love and understanding. Yeah, I feel like, for sure, I feel like I agree with you that I feel like there is phases. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like you don't hit it just once. Mm-hmm. I feel like you hit it multiple times.
I think it shouldn't be just once.
Yeah, I think maybe as you like get older and life hits you and you get hit with more obstacles as a couple, of course they're gonna become less and less. Because I feel like that's just part of life, but I feel like you probably still have those moments and maybe some people don't, and I think that's normal too.
Yeah.
Because everybody's life is so different. So
yeah, but don't knock the next bitch just because they still have that.
And I feel like it's usually people that are not like, maybe I want to say they're not happy, but maybe they are happy, but it's their relationship is different from yours. Like, me and Lenny are really affectionate, and, we like to be together a lot, but we both go out separately. Mm-hmm. We both do things separately all the time, so it's not like one of those things where I have to, like, carry my man everywhere. He doesn't have to carry me, but I think, like, the moment, like, people see that, it's like, oh, they're still in the honeymoon stage, and they say it in, like, a way to minimize your relationship, and I think that's what gets people sometimes, but I personally don't give a shit. Yeah. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, I feel like if that person does want to carry their significant other around, that's okay too. Yeah. That is like, preferably I would want Wendell to come with me. Am I capable of going on my own? Absolutely. It's just, I'd rather not because I want her with me. Yeah. She's my significant other. That's who I want to carry life with. So obviously I want to go through every maybe not every moment. Like, if I'm in the bathroom, you can leave. But, to events and, like, meet my friends, I want her with me because I like being with her. I like experiencing these things with her. Even if it's something boring, I'll be bored with her. That doesn't make it the honeymoon phase. That just makes it my significant other.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't feel like we are in the honeymoon stage.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Anymore, and I feel like, maybe, like, there's, I started questioning, like, if we were and when we stopped being in the honeymoon stage, and, man, there's things that we've gone through that, like, no, homie, we're not in the honeymoon stage anymore. And also, the way he chews sometimes, like, chews.
Like, must be bad?
Yeah. The way he chews sometimes, I feel like when you're like, ooh, en las nubes, that doesn't bother you, but sometimes I'm like, damn, homie, are you a cow or what? You know what I mean?
So, la vaca. Ooh, la vaca. Ooh.
There's very, like, that's just minor, right? But you only know your relationship and what you've been through and the things that have, like, humbled you to, like, we're not in the honeymoon stage anymore. But that doesn't, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm falling in love with him all over again. Like, and then there's weeks where I'm not. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Literally. And I feel like you shouldn't have to explain that to someone.
Yeah.
Nor should someone want an explanation either. It's not your place.
Yeah.
You mind your nose in your relationship, and we'll mind ours.
Yeah. Did you ask Wendell what she thought? I'm assuming she thinks the same thing as
you. She was like, oh, I'm in the honeymoon phase because my man treats me right. Talking about me, of course. And I was like, period, babe. Period. She's like, yeah, it's an insult because, like, why are you questioning it? Why does it matter to you? And she's like, and if I am, what? We're happy. Leave it alone. Like, obviously we're not happy 24/7 because that's not realistic. But if we're willing to put up the fight, and that's considered the honeymoon phase, sure. They were in the honeymoon phase all the time.
Yeah.
But, you know, we go through real life shit just like everyone else. And I feel like maybe that's why you get told more than we do. Because I feel like people don't take our relationship, like, seriously because we're two women. And that's fine. I don't give a shit.
Also, you guys hibernate like a motherfucker.
That's also true.
Yeah.
We could have broken up and people have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, we go out way more.
Yeah.
The girls, they stay in. So,
yeah.
That's another thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh well. I hibernated before her. We hibernate together now.
So the reason why that came up as a topic was because, again, one day we were told that, and I didn't think shit. But I did ask Lenny because he didn't say anything. Lenny's like really unfazed by so many things. Okay, like it's usually the opposite. He's usually unfazed and I'm phased. This case, I was unfazed, and I did ask him though. I was like, "What do you think about them saying like we're still in the honeymoon stage?" He's like, "Honestly, I was a little offended," and I was like, "Oh damn, hold up,
Jerry,
pump the brakes."
Jerry.
And he doesn't remember exactly what he told me that day, nor do I. But I remember being like, whoa. Fast forward to yesterday, actually today, I asked him again, can you remind me what you said about that? Why it bugged you? And I think he worded it differently this time, but he said, well, I still see you the same. Nothing has changed. And I'm like, so do you think we're still in the honeymoon stage? And he's like, I guess. And I'm like, do you not believe that the honeymoon phase is a thing? And he said he has never loved anyone like me, so he doesn't know.
Oh.
The way that they said it is kind of like it's going to go away. That they want him to get over that phase. Why should he have to get over that phase? If he's in love, let him be in love.
Period. That's very well said.
Ah, son of a bitch.
You made the bitch cry, Lenny.
Yeah, so, because the way he was speaking, I'm like, wait, so do you not believe in it? Because he was kind of like, I've always viewed you the same, and, again, we've only been together 2.5 years. But to me, I feel like, I know that goes away. Mm-hmm. I know that goes away, and, but now being with him in a much more serious relationship, I do agree with you that it kind of comes and goes. In previous relationships, I feel like it goes away. With him, I feel like it just comes and goes. Like, again, there's weeks where I'm like, and then there's weeks where I'm like,
Yeah, like,
so,
that was very well said. It's just like, on your own, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we sound naive to, like, people that have been together for, like, 30 plus years, and they're like, oh, whatever. But we know couples that have been together for 30 plus years, and they look like they're still in love.
Yeah. I wonder if people are also, like, granted, I still think it's demeaning, if they're mentioning it more because you are getting married.
I don't know. Haters gonna hate. Got my hater blockers on.
Yeah.
It's my contacts.
That makes you see better. You should take them off. So you don't see shit.
Nah, they blocked me from, like, glue and shit. Yeah. I don't know. To me, I don't care.
Either.
I think it says more about you than it says about me.
Yeah,
so.
you have to have thick skin when it comes to you. Like, even if you're not with someone, if you're happy, there's always going to be someone who wants to dim your light. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta not let it bother you, because at the end of the day, they don't walk in the same shoes you walk in. They don't go through the same things you go through, and they don't know all the things that you've had to overcome to get to this moment now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I literally called you not too long ago, and I was like, who do you think is crazier? Me or Wendell? Because Wendell swears it's me. Maybe once upon a time, maybe it was, right? But it's definitely her, and you agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I told her, I'm like, it took so much time for me to get to this place because I was such a hothead. Still am, but I know how to contain it more.
Hothead, hood rat, see all of the above.
Yeah, it all comes together. You can't be one without the other. You can't. So now I'm more clear-minded, I guess. And it's just, fuck, I forgot where I was going with this. I just feel like you gotta work on things, and you know, if you see that we've changed with our significant others, it's for the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if that tied in together.
I think you did.
Okay,
Because you were saying you don't know your journey, basically.
yeah, exactly. Like, we all fought really hard, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally. We all did something to get to this spot. And if we're in the honeymoon phase, it's because we fought to be in that fucking honeymoon phase. So let me honeymoon away, bitch.
Great. To tie into that, our next topic was, do you guys think that going out, like having a girls' night, a boys' night, is healthy in a relationship? Oh my gosh, look at us sounding like fucking relationship experts.
I don't know shit, dude. I don't know anything.
We're just letting you know based on our experiences and what's going on with our situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all do what y'all want.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's healthy? Do you guys think it's not? Do you guys give a shit? Are you like, nah, my man can't go out?
There's definitely bitches like that.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I personally think it is healthy to have your own separate lives in a way. Not like whole lives, you know what I mean? But like right now, Lenny's really into like running, and you know, I'm kind of like into running too, but like we both still have separate things, and he's doing all these other like things that are coming up, and that's cool. I love that he has his own thing, and then I can focus on my own thing, whatever that may be, because mine changes all the fucking time, what I'm into at the time. And I do think it's healthy to have a girls' night, boys' night. They need to release. I need to release. I need to talk to my girlies and have several mimosas. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it keeps your identity intact in a way.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I agree. I think my girls' night is with you and Mom. But I agree that it's healthy. And not too long ago, we were talking to a friend, and she was pretty much saying that she also thinks it's healthy to, you know, have your own like thing going on. That she doesn't think it's healthy that you're together all day, every day.
I don't think so either, but there's a lot of people that are.
Well, me and Wendell are with each other.
Yeah, but I know other couples that are literally together all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Weekends.
Yeah. Well, I think what helps us is that our separation is work. You know, and then I come do this, and then I go with you guys to Mom. So I guess that would be our separation. But towards the end of that, I miss her. So I want to go home to her. Yeah. But I think it's healthy. But I also think if you're introverted, is that what it is? Yeah. Like me and Wendell.
Do you think the attachment is more when you are introverted?
No. No? I still get, sick of her sometimes. Yeah, like, not in a bad way, but, like, sometimes, like, if I'll be downstairs, she'll be upstairs, and that's enough space for me and her. Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I also think we're two people who, like, if we go out too much, we're exhausted. Yeah. We're just so alike. Yeah. It's just, it's a little crazy. Yeah. But I think, to each their own. Yeah, to each their own. Like, if that's not your thing and it works out for you, cool. If it is your thing and it works out, cool. But I think that in those cases, like, if you're not in the same mindset as that goes, communication. Yeah. You gotta be able to bend and kind of meet in the middle in those cases. Because there is going to be someone who's more introverted and the other one's, what's the other phase? Extroverted. And, you got to find a common ground. Yeah. And lucky for you, you both are introverts. Extroverts. And me and Wendell are chronic introverts.
My gosh, chronic sounds intense.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. But, like, also, yeah, I feel like we're both extroverted, but I get tired, too.
But it takes a lot.
But like, a whole weekend of doing shit. The next weekend, I don't want to do shit. I just want to be with my man, and that's it. Okay? Yeah. I just want it to be me and him, and that's it. Yeah. Like, I used to be, like, every weekend, like, oh, like, I could, like, do it. I can't do that no more. If you're draining me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to do my best that the following weekend, we don't got shit to do. Yeah. And we're not saying in the house, but it's going to be me and him. Yeah. you know, we might stay in the house or we might go do something, but it's just going to be me and him.
I agree.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I do think it's important, and I do sometimes go out with like my coworkers without her.
You like that stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get you out, but
yeah, but I like my coworkers, so
yeah,
I'll go.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care, and she's never been like, oh, you're not gonna invite me. She'd rather me not invite her. Like, she's never been like, oh, so you're just gonna go hang out with him when am I gonna be home? Like,
I would hate that so much if I was in that relationship.
yeah, no, she's just like, have fun, be safe. All she requests of me is like, text her when I'm there and text her when I'm leaving and when I'm home if she's not home.
Yeah, I could not. Like, I can't do that.
And I think it's also healthy, like, you go with your family if you need to, and I'll stay home. I'll go with my family and you can stay home, just so they have time with like their own family, like without the significant other. Because I feel like it's not the same when there's significant others there, not in a bad way, but sometimes you just need to be with your family. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think that's what I would call my girls' night, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Too many people in my circle has never been my thing.
I have more of a like girl lunch.
I just have lunch.
And like, I'll go with my work wife to lunch. Mm-hmm. I'll go on like a little coffee date with some of my girlfriends. Just one. It's not usually like a whole group. Or like this Saturday, I went to brunch with my best friend, and he went to lunch with his friends separately, you know, and I don't know.
Yeah. I think the difference with her is that if she were to go out with her coworkers, she would force me to go.
Nice, Wendell. Nice. Also, like, I feel like there's women that are, you know, I'm speaking about women because I know women, right? I don't know, I'm sure men do it too. But I feel like also women that might be like you can't go out. A lot of the times, not all the time, because there's some crazy bitches out there, you know what I'm saying? But there's some women that you've given them a reason to be that way.
But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it was the previous motherfucker that gave them the reason.
That's what I'm saying. Not all of them. Okay. But sometimes that person has given them a reason to feel that way. And that could mean several things. It doesn't necessarily mean cheating. Like, you know, if I've learned anything in therapy is that sometimes people associate different things that you do with certain moments. So, and you may not even be aware of those moments. So that was eye-opening when I was unraveling something. I was unpacking something with my therapist, and she's like, well, you know, this is why you're associating this with this because of that moment. Has that ever happened again? I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. So you don't know, right?
Trauma. Yeah,
trauma. So I get it, but I think, I don't know, for my relationship, I like that every once in a while we have, you know, our little girls' night, boys' night.
Yeah, I was telling her because when she was sick, she sleeps downstairs because I have an autoimmune disease. She doesn't want me to get sick. So I stay in the room. And I was telling her that when I'm alone in the room, I feel like I'm in my own bedroom at mom's house. But when she's in there, it's like a whole different home.
So are you just like lighting it up with your farts when she's not
I do it with her, without her. Oh, no. I'm more discreet when she's in there.
Look, y'all want to talk about the honeymoon stage, all right?
Yeah, that's been gone. Been gone and dead. Maybe that's what they mean when they ask you you're still in the honeymoon phase, because they know that you be fucking putting a cap on that ass so it doesn't come out.
Oh, they don't know that, bitch.
They know. They know.
They know. They know. They know.
Is that even a song?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Every relationship's different.
Yeah. To each their own. Yeah. But I thought that was interesting to talk about.
Yeah. I want to talk about our hood rat parties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're shifting from relationships to before we had these significant others in our growth. Let's talk about...
You know, the statute of limitation is done. I'm just letting you guys know. Okay? I don't know what's about to be said.
We didn't do shit.
But I'm letting you know the statute of limitations is way past that. Okay?
I keep reliving this, like, not reliving, but when we were talking about, like, topics, the one hood rat party that comes to mind, oh, man. We had a vato at one of our hood rat parties. Let's take it back. This idiot and another idiot, Jessica, who was in one of our videos, they were planning a party and they had an open invite. They were like, invite your people. Yes, it was.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm just saying, I think that was like our first big party.
Yeah.
At Mom's house.
Poor mom.
So please give us a little grace. And I'm pretty sure I was 17 at the time.
You were 17?
I think so.
No.
Pretty sure.
No, I wasn't 13.
No more than 19.
Fine. Whatever. I was clearly young. I was a baby myself, and I was there. And there was like this homie, you know, he was chill. There was a bunch of people in our house.
He was getting lap dances.
And we don't have a big house. It's not small, but it's not big. It's a 1-story house. And there's this homie, you know, he's all tatted up, you know, you can tell he's gang affiliated, whatever. He was chilling though. Mm-hmm. He was doing his little lean like a cholo, side to side.
It was a good time.
Yeah, everyone was having a good time. Man, homie got greenlit real quick. Fucking all of a sudden, all these fucking dudes come into our house, and all I see is bats and fists being thrown. They got his ass, hit him with the bat, and he's on the floor. There's fucking blood everywhere. Teeth were on the floor.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
you said you saw it though.
I saw it. And then we were like, what the? And then all of a sudden, people who were at the party are fighting these other gang members because, you know, you gotta just throw hands when hands are being thrown. Mm-hmm. And I even got hit, and I'm like 12 at this point.
You're not 12.
I even got hit by some dude, but you know, just take it like a champ. It wasn't really like a full hit, but whatever. It was just like, I think about that moment so many times, like randomly. I don't know. And I was just like, dude, whatever happened to that guy? But they fucked him up. But homie still got up, got in his car, and was like, I'm gonna go after those motherfuckers. And my poor mom came out. She was in the room sleeping.
Yeah.
And she's like cleaning up the blood, and she's trying to help homie out, and he's like, let me out, I want to go fuck them up. It was wild.
That was wild. I remember they stole my camera, my phone, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, shit got stolen.
My ass like just left it on the table because I'm a dumbass. It's usually just like us and my cousins, you know? And so I just left my phone, my camera on the table, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was a while. And you know what? We were all like trying to clean up and everything because we were sure the cops were going to come. So
they did.
Huh?
Oh, no, they did.
No, they didn't.
I was going to say, yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. So, but we were sure. We were like, oh, the cops are going to come. We're all underage. And so we were like trying to clean up everything. And they never came. Nobody ever came.
They're like, homie's gone greenlit so many times.
But like us.
No, I know. Like, that was like the first green light I have ever seen.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad. Really bad. The fact that mom let us continue to party is wild. But we never did an open invite ever again.
No.
So take this as advice to my fellow hood rats.
Yeah.
Take this. This is the PSA. Here. Please put it in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take several seats because this is an important, probably not so important public service announcement.
Do not have open invites, and if you do have an open invite, you have to approve who they're sending the open invite to, who their +1 is going to be, because you do not want. But some people are probably watching this like, bitch, that's my weekend every other weekend. Cool. If you like that, go on with your bad self, but don't do that. That shit was scary. There could have been a gun. I'm sure there was, but no one went ta-ta-ta-ta.
I don't think there was. I think if there was, they would have like da-da-da-da.
I guess you're right. But there was bats everywhere. And all these motherfuckers that came in were all wearing hoodies. And man, I felt so bad for homie. But he held his own.
I mean, I hope he changed his life.
Wherever you are, if you're watching this and you remember the house in West Valley that you got beat up, you held your own. It's not a call out. I hope you're doing okay. And that was our house, and I'm sorry for what happened at our house, but we did not know that was going to happen. But you were a good time.
Yeah, he was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We had a lot of good parties, but that one was like a really bad start to it. We learned really. The good thing is that it was the first big party because we learned really quick what not to do and what to do. So I feel like we changed. We didn't have a bad party since that time, except one other time, but that was not our fault. Remember when the crazy bitch tried to get hot with Jessica, and you were gonna like bet with her?
Which time?
The one at our house. The one that she still reminds you of that you
yes! Oh my god, thank you for mentioning that. Because this bitch still tells me that I was the fucking problem. It was her.
It was her.
This is, again, hothead back in the day. It was my birthday. It was my 16th birthday party. You threw me a surprise party. Some fucking bitches pull up looking for their man. And their man is like our family friend. And me and Jessica are outside, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but I guess they were just like looking at us. I'm drunk. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And this bitch is like, what? And then the girls in the car were like, what? And Jessica again, what? And then they get out of the car, and that's when I'm like, okay, now we're getting shit popping. And that's when I start getting crazy, because that's when I see, oh, they came to play. And Wendell, and then Jessica is trying to pull me inside, like, come on. I'm like, these bitches are coming at me. You think I'm gonna fucking run away? Fuck no. It was her fucking fault. And she always tells me, you're gonna start a fight. Bitch, you started that fight. I was gonna finish it.
Yeah, but she tells you that you were there to protect her.
Dude, you know how many times
she tells you that you were there to protect her, basically.
There's been so many times that bitch was about to get into fights, and I'm there to fucking throw down. This is why we always say, if you're gonna bail her out, you gotta bail me out, because I probably got locked up too. Granted, we don't get into that anymore.
Yeah,
no, we don't.
Both of your backs are barely like hanging on for dear life, so. Yeah, and there I was trying to like calm them down, or at least keep this one in fucking tag. So because like when they're together, it's like they work off of each other. So if I can contain this one, then that means the other one will like, hopefully simmer down at some point. But if they're together, then it makes things like 100 times harder for me. So yeah.
What do you want me to do, Michelle? They were coming at me. I didn't even start it.
Anyways, I do remember that.
Stay 10 toes down, bitch.
At some point, I got you guys in. You guys went inside.
And then I think Joe got hit by one of the bitches. And
I think it was Lucio.
Oh, I think Shalise ended up hitting one of the bitches. And I was pissed because I wanted to hit a bitch.
Anyways, they ended up leaving. We got everyone inside. Closed the door.
Continue to party.
We had a lot of good parties.
We did.
I spent a lot of money at that time. Very irresponsible.
I know. You know how much money we would have in our savings if we didn't spend it on alcohol?
We would have our own house right now.
Another PSA. I know this sounds like bullshit to you, because it sounded like bullshit to us. But if your mom tells you when you start working at 15, put some money in the savings. Maybe you should listen to your mom. Because, we're over here talking shit about mom failed us. We failed her. Put some money in your savings. Don't spend it on alcohol and the hood rat parties.
And raves. And
drogas. And you can spend a little bit. I'm just kidding. But, put some money away. Yeah. Tell the children out there, which I hope you're not watching this because it's not appropriate. But if you are, listen to your mom. Put some money in the savings.
I feel like we ended this really well. Because, first we were talking shit about our mom. We started it. And now we're like, listen to your mom.
We clearly are the problem.
Clearly. Good times, though.
Yeah, those were fun. No regrets.
No regrets.
No.
Regrets? Regrets. That's what the guy has in We Are the Millers.
Yeah.
Anyways. Alright. Well, and I feel like that's been our pod.
Yeah, you should title this He Got Greenlit.
Oh, gosh.
Greenlight House Party.
They're gonna think we're a hood rat podcast.
We are.
Only like 25%.
That's the funny thing is that the group chat between me, her, and Jessica is called Hood Rats United.
Yeah, but that's between us.
Well, now it's out there.
Anyways, alright, let's wrap it up with our love-hate segment. What do you love?
Since I'm in the honeymoon phase, I love my woman. You know, and look at her. She is the definition of small waist ass fat.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm just like, damn.
That's nice, Wendell. I got a big waist and a fat ass. And at least I got a waist and an ass. Well, that's awesome. I wish I had a little tiny waist and a fat ass.
Yeah. I'm just like, damn, girl.
Alright. I got my love right here.
Oh, gosh.
Cheerios Protein Cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yes. It's giving healthy Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Is it?
Yeah. It tastes really good. So, we're big fans of protein here, okay? We try to get the healthier alternative for anything that we can. We like cereal in this household, so usually I get the Premier Protein cereal, but they only have chocolate and strawberry, which is good. But I saw this, and we ran out of cereal, and I'm like, oh, let me try it. It's gluten-free for all my ladies that are, gluten intolerant and don't want to, in front of your mans. It's gluten-free.
That's why she did it.
It's 150 calories per 1 cup, and it has 8 grams of protein. So it has a lot better macros than other cereals. The Premier Protein, though, that does have way more protein in it. But this is a nice little, treat because we love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I love a podcast that talks about hood rat stories and nutritional facts.
Yes, that is what we're here for. Okay, so it's really good. I know it's very popular right now to hate on sunflower seeds or on no, not sunflower seeds, on seed oils. Seed oils are so bad for you. I'm a balanced type of person. I'm a Libra, so I'm always trying to be in the middle. I look at the ingredients because I tried not to get stuff with high fructose corn syrup, stuff like that. But sometimes you just gotta get the thing, right? But this one does have sunflower oil, which is a seed oil. Sometimes I get one thing that's not sunflower oil based or seed oil based. Sometimes I do. This is my treat for the week, and I'm almost done with it because it is so delicious. And also, Khloe Kardashian came out with her own protein popcorn line, and I heard it's delicious, and I feel like Khloe K, if you're listening, I feel like you should send it to us so that we can try it on the pod, because, once again,
promoters.
We're big fans, of protein stuff, and I'm a big fan of Khloe K.
Me too. She's my favorite Kardashian.
Yes. What do you hate this week?
That was a lot. What do I hate? Drivers. You know how many people almost hit me today?
You know what? Lenny told me to put that on my hate list a couple weeks ago, and I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, people were hella just fucking trying to get into this tight fucking lane when it's already on the freeway. Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah. Utah drivers.
Awful.
We live in Utah. I think at one point, Utah was number 4 on the worst driving list nationwide, whatever that is. I don't know if that's still the case, but let me tell you, there's been some crazy ass people driving in the opposite direction on the freeway, some gnarly ass flips on a regular neighborhood street, for sure. I just feel bad for other people that are just driving and just trying to get to point A to point B. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it gets worse in the snow for some reason. You'd think they would be more cautious, because I'm sure most of these motherfuckers have lived here their whole lives, and they just get worse in the fucking snow.
But they're still bad in the summer, bro.
Yeah.
That last person that was driving in the opposite direction on a freeway, it was on a Sunday afternoon, at 1 in the afternoon. On a Sunday, okay? What business did they have driving the opposite way? He killed himself. Thankfully, the other people that he hit did not die, but he died.
People suck.
Yeah. I'll join you on that one. That's my hate too.
What a cop out.
Sorry, I don't really have anything.
Honeymoon phase.
All right. Well, make sure you're listening to us on Spotify. All of our episodes are up there. They're up to date. So please go listen to us on there. Please follow us on TikTok. Please like and subscribe and chat with us in the comments.
Bye.